What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Competitive Gamer here, back again, once again, bringing you week 1 battle for the PBAL League, Wi-Fi Draft League, pretty much. I am your coach, the LA Infernapes, and yeah, if you guys want to go check out the team, go the video for the team builder is gonna be in the description below. And if I'm sorry if I sniff a lot because I'm still sick, and yeah. Other than that, let's begin. My opponent decided to bring Clado, Meganium, Greninja, Rotom, Blaziken, and his Mega Steelix. Looking at this team, I see no Latias, I see no Whimsicott, and I see no T-Tar / Scolipede. And I'm really happy because of this, because yes, I may have over-prepped for, like, you may say I kind of over-prepped for the Scolipede, but I didn't at the same time. But I'm glad with this team because I see that my Passimion actually does a lot in this battle. If I weaken that Rotom, if I weaken that Mega Steelix and the Blaziken, and you can include say the Meganium, I could just sweep with Passimion. Looking at this team, I actually see the Greninja. Greninja's I feel like is the biggest threat. That's with Blaziken. Because Blaziken could be a sweeper, with Greninja could be also choice specs, with it could also have water shuriken, so I gotta be careful that I can like get my Weavile in range of like rocks if he sets them up, or in range of like I guess a vacuum from a Blaziken. I see Clado I see two rockers. I see the Mega Steelix and the Clado. I see a Assist Spinner is obviously gonna be Clado. It could be also Defog Rotom. I gotta be in mind of that. Also, what else do I see? I see Meganium, and I feel like Meganium doesn't really have the best matchup. Yes, it could 1v1 only. You could say Seismitoad because of Giga Drain, but if I can get a Toxic off on it, it's actually really good. And if he's not running Aromatherapy, which he could be running. So whittling down his team is my main priority. So looking at this team, let me tell you my team. My team is Passimion, Seismitoad, Mimikyu, Gligar, and Weavile, and Celesteela. Looking at this team, I actually want to leave with Passimion because he really doesn't have a good U-turn special initiative. The best answer for that would be, in my perspective, Blaziken or Steelix. But I do suspect the Clado or the Greninja to lead due to the fact that Greninja could U-turn. Or I can see the Rotom coming in for U-turning and Volt switching as well. Or I can see his two Rockers coming in. So I'm gonna decide to lead with Passimion due to the fact that like Passimion has the great matchup overall against it. He challenged me, so let's see what he decides to lead. I decide to lead with Drake the Passimion. Overall, I feel like it's my best matchup on his team. As he decides to leave with the Clado. Okay, I see Clado. I see rocks. I see him just clicking rocks right here. Or he could go for a straight up Psychic. So I decide to go for a U-turn because I don't want to take a Psychic / if I can get a U-turn, it does damage. I look at this damage and it looks to be defensive Clado. So I put it down to like 60, I'm about to say 68%. As he goes for Reflect. So this proves to me that he could be running Light Clay, or he could be running Leftovers. And I don't see no Leftovers, so I'm thinking that he's running Light Clay, unless he's running like a berry or something like that. But in my perspective, I see Light Clay. I see this decides to go for rocks. I decide to go for Toxic because I suspect the rocks come here that turn. So I didn't want to just go for my rocks right now and then like miss the chance of a Toxic. So I decided to go for a Toxic first against it, so I could get it whittled down for another U-turn. As he decides to go for revealing the Ice Beam. So his moveset is so far Ice Beam and Rocks and Reflect. I decided this turn go for my Rocks because I want to whittle down his team like I said. As he's getting whittled down as well with Toxic. Right here, I suspect a switch in. Like I suspect him to switch. But I didn't suspect this one to come out. Because I don't really, like if you saw my moveset, I'm running Scald and Earthquake. So I went for Scald. Not trying to like over predict anything. If I could get a burn on anything, it would be great. And then I didn't want him to like think that I would go for a knockoff and he could easily go for Blaziken switching. So he decided to go into Meganium. I decided to hard swap into Celesteela because I looked at Meganium's movesets Best thing came here is Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire, I think that's like max 25% with leftovers, with max special defense investment, I could eat it up. He decides to go for Leech Seed, which is really annoying from in my perspective, because then this mon's harder to beat, because then I can't be switching in Celesteela every time for this mon, because then this mon's gonna easily 1v1 it with Leech Seed, since I can't Leech Seed it myself. And I am running the Flamethrower, but Flamethrower is only doing 48%, where he could be running the Synthesis as well. He decides to swap. I don't think I predict this turn. I think I go for a Heavy Slam. I go for a Heavy Slam, not trying to reveal the Flamethrower due to the fact that I didn't want Mega Steelix. I wanted Mega Steelix to make sure that, I'm only running Heavy Slam, that's the only move I can attack it with. So I wanted to save it. I didn't want to reveal the Flamethrower yet. So I decided to go for Heavy Slam that turn. As he decides to go, as he gets his reliable release to recovery. So this Rotom gets a free switch in. I had to hard swap, so I decided to swap out into Tone of Seismitoad, because like I said in the team builder, Seismitoad 1v1s this mon no matter what. It can easily beat this mon. Even if I get burned, I'm running Earthquake, yes, but the Earthquake was really only here for the T-Tar, which he didn't even bring. So I really don't have nothing to worry about. As he decides to swap, since he can't actually go switch, so I'm gonna go for a Toxic here, predicting the swap out. And even if he stays in, I have Water Absorb. Unless he's running into progress, I get a free Toxic off on the Rotom, and he whittles it down. As you can see, he brought Rotom defensive as well, because Rotom actually takes certain hits. Like, took the Heavy Slam really well. So I get the Toxic off on the Meganium. Right here I had to swap, and right here I decide to go, as the Reflect worn off, I decide to go off into Gligar, because 1, Gligar can get Toxic, 2, if Gligar gets Leech Seeded, I can just U-turn, and 3, if he goes for a Giga Drain, Gligar still eats it. As he decides to reveal that, and he has another Reflector with Meganium, so he has 2 Reflectors. Meganium reveals Reflect, so now I gotta be careful, because first of all, I know this mon isn't Light Clay, so now this is actually a better turn, because now it's only for 5 turns, or 4 turns now. So I decided to go for U-turn. I was actually pretty upset that I was faster, due to the fact that I wanted him to go for the Leech Seed first, for that easy, I can get a Switch Initiative and go right onto Drake. But he does click the Leech Seed, and he's getting some reliable recovery with the seeds and leftovers, but the Toxic's also winning it down. And that's the good thing. That's why I wanted to Toxic this month, because I could see that. You can clearly see, if he would have had the aromatherapy, he would have gone for it, in my opinion. But he hasn't gone for it. So in my perspective, I'm thinking that he doesn't have the aromatherapy. So right here, I decided to go for another U-turn. I'm just trying to get U-turn, trying to whittle down this mon. If he has Synthesis, he has Synthesis, but Toxic's gonna whittle it down more. So I go back right onto Grips. Like I said, I just want to whittle it down. 1, he can't Toxic me. 2, he's not gonna risk the Leech Seed again. And then 3, Giga Drain's not doing that much. Right here, I was debating between switching into Roosting or U-turning, but I decided to go for U-turn this turn, due to the fact that I wanted more damage on this one, and even if he swapped out, it doesn't matter, because I could still roost on the Blaziken, on the Clay, not on the Clay, on the Mega Steelix as well. So I still have mons I can roost up on. So I didn't really mind. So I go right onto Celesteela. I'm predicting the Giga Drain this time. I'm not gonna over predict the Leech Seed, because I didn't want Passimian to keep on getting whittled down and made it be weak in range of Water Shuriken or Choice Scar Blaziken or anything. So I decided to go into Celesteela, and right here, Toxic is whittling it down. It's under, I think it goes under 10% if I remember, 20%, under 20%, I'm not sure. So I think it's doing 24% right here. Yeah. So now it's under 20%. Now if all my Monster speed is beside the Celesteela. So I right here pull a double, predicting this Rotom to appear. And even if he stayed in and go for a win for another Leech Seed, it didn't really matter then, because then Meganium would have died due to the fact it's Toxic. So right here I go right into Drake, predicting this double. I didn't predict the Rotom to come in, but I predicted the Greninja to come in, because to take the Heavy Slam or the Rotom. But I went out to Drake to go for another U-turn to get Switch Initiative, And because right here I could easily go right into Toad, and since my Toad is already burned, even if he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, a Hydro Pump, or a Volt Switch / Thunderbolt, Toad could take all those hits, even if now that it's burned. Toad, my Seismitoad takes rocks, and it's already burned, so now I get a free switch into Seismitoad. So right here, I decide to go for not go for a Toxic, but I decide to go for a Scald, because it's an obvious switching. He's obviously not going to stand and get this Mon Toxic. I go for Scald due to the fact that Scald hits his entire team beside the Meganium, and that Meganium after rocks with Scald is going to die. So right here, I go for Scald, and I kill the Clado. It came in, and Clado dies. So right here, no more light Clay and no more Reflect for 8 turns. So down goes the Clado. The first death, and the first kill that Seismitoad gets. Seismitoad gets the first kill for the LA Infernapes for overall. As he decides, now this turn, he decides to bring in the Greninja. It takes rocks. Right here, I'm suspecting a Specs Greninja, and I'm suspecting Dark Grass Knot. As he reveals Dark Pulse, and I'm actually glad that he revealed Dark Pulse. What the hell? Oh my bad. As I'm actually glad that he reveals Dark Pulse, because, well, I'm glad that he decided to go to Dark Pulse. My bad, it froze. I'm glad that he decided to go for Dark Pulse because it put me in range of a Guava Berry. And he took Life Orb and Scald damage / burn damage. So now he's getting whittled down with Burn, Life Orb, and Scald. So Tone is actually in a great position whittling down his special hitters. As like I was saying before I start the video again. As like I was saying before, if he had Grass Knot, I really didn't want to risk Weavile coming in because of Water Shuriken. And if he had Grass Knot, I didn't really mind Seismitoad dying because, yes, it's there for Rotom, but I can't risk my other mons getting hurt due to the fact that, like, I need them at full. So I decided to stay in, and I went for Scald, and I got the burn, and it activated my Guava Berry. That's why you see me at a bit more HP, as he puts me down to about, I'll say 26%. I go for another Scald with burn and Life Orb. It's putting him down in range of it's whittling it down pretty much. It's under 20%. As he decides to go for another Dark Pulse, killing my Seismitoad. So my Seismitoad does go down, but my Seismitoad did his job. It's whittled down the Greninja, and it was really mostly there for Rotom, but it didn't really matter since if Rotom is really running like 100% Thunderbolt Will-O-Wisp, it cannot. I feel like Passimion with Weavile will win it. So I decided right here to go for a Protect due to the fact that Burn will kill it in this range. So Seismitoad does get another kill with the Burn. So I wanted to get some reliable recovery, so I go for a Protect. I didn't want to take like a Dark Pulse or a Scald and make him get a chance of Burn. So as he decides to go to Spin Cycle. So right here, I think I go for the Leaf Seed. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I go for Leaf Seed predicting the Will-O-Wisp. I felt like he was gonna predict me, switching out to like my Rotom or no, it's not switching out to it's Rotom, into my Gligar. So I decided to go for Leaf Seed to get some reliable recovery. As right here, I decide to Protect or go for another Leaf Seed. I think I probably double Leaf Seed right here, if I'm not mistaken. Did I double Leaf Seed? Because right here I get reliable recovery with Leaf Seed with leftovers, and right here I haven't seen the Thunderbolt or /Volt Switch, so I don't know if he has it. Most likely he does, but I don't know if he it kills for me because I don't know if he's modest or not. So he decides to go into Blaziken, and I decide to go for another Leaf Seed due to the fact that I predicted that switching. Like, I feel like he was gonna predict the Gligar to come in and make my Gligar get reliable recovery with the Leaf Seed. So I decided to go for another Leaf Seed where I could get more recovery. But right here, I was scared that I was like, okay, even though the Gligar is about to be under half with rocks, with Leaf Seed it will probably put me over half. And if he Scarf, I can take 2 Flare Blitz plus take a and make him be whittled down with the Leaf Seed as well. So I decide to go into Gligar. I'm predicting that this mon is Scarf. As he decides to reveal the Swords Dance, so this mon is actually a bit more scarier because now it's Swords Dance. If he has like an agility Swords Dance, then I'm a big problem. So right here, I decide to go for a Roost because, so technically, if he goes with Flare Blitz, I die. I don't live it. I'm not. I was doing over. I think it was doing 51 to 60%. And as you can see, it does kill me. Unless he got a low roll, then I would have lived, but he got a medium roll most likely, or max. And with Life Orb, and I saw the Life Orb, so I was like, okay, I'm free to go out to Mimikyu, the Peekaboo, and claim a kill due to the fact that Mimikyu outspeeds this mon. I know it's not Scarf, and Mimikyu, and even if he outspeeds me for some mad reason, Mimikyu still has a disguise. So Mimikyu does claim a kill, killing the Blaziken with Shadow Claw, and now he decides to bring in Mega Steelix. So technically, this is actually a really good switching, because now it forces me to swap due to the fact that I can't really touch it unless I get Sword Sense and Shadow Claw, and it's only doing like about 39% max. So I decided to go set it to Celesteela, because Celesteela, even though we have Fire Effect, it doesn't do a lot to me due to the fact I'm defensive. So right here he goes for it, he Mega Evolves. I decide to go for Leech Seed. Oh wait, no, I just swapped that. Actually, he goes for a Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball doesn't do that much. I get some leftovers recovery, and right here Uni has the Rotom, the Meganium, and the Mega Steelix left. Right here, I decided to go for Leech Seed. No matter what, even if he went out to Meganium's slow, I outspeed it, and Meganium is not taking a flamethrower. Well, no, he outspeeds me, but what can Meganium Synthesis? Toxic with flame. I'm now gonna reveal the flamethrower, obviously, to kill this mob. So he lives due to the fact of the leftovers. Even with Toxic and After Rocks, so he lives like about, I would say like about 2% or 1% in my perspective. I right here going for a flamethrower. As he decides to go for a effect, this actually caused me a big problem, because as you guys know, my last mounts are Weavile, Passimian, what else? Mimikyu and Celesteela. 4 out of the 3 are physical attackers, and Mega Steelix is the potential defensive mon. So now I gotta stall out this Reflect turns with the Rotom. So now I have to make sure I take a Thunderbolt, because right here is obviously gonna click Thunderbolt. Gligar's gone, my Seismitoad's gone. He's free to click Thunderbolt now. So he decides to go for Thunderbolt. So right here I calculate max special attack, and it did minimum of max special attack. I decided to go for Leech Seed right here, but the thing is, I didn't count if he didn't have special attack investment. So that's what it caused me a problem where this caused me a big problem, because as you guys can see, I have to go for Protect here. I think I already revealed the Protect to him, like I have it, obviously. Actually, I get some reliable recovery with Leech Seed and leftovers, but the burn is also canceling out the leftovers. So right here, I have to go for Protect. No matter what, I go for Protect. I whittle down this mon and put it in range of like a, I think it was a range of a knockoff Bandit, because I am ringing my Weavile Bandit. As he decides to go for a Thunderbolt again. So right here, with this investment, with this range, I don't take a max special attack. Thunderbolt from a Rotom. But I do take it if he's not running any special attack investment. So I was forced to go for a double protect, which I did get it, which was a 50-50, which I got the 50, and I got a double protect, which let me live another Thunderbolt if he was max special attack. But I didn't realize, as you can see, that I was in range. Well, if you got a medium roll, if he was max special attack, it kills me. If you got a low roll, I live it. I didn't realize the first time, because I didn't count the first Thunderbolt. I didn't realize that the Thunderbolt, he is not running max special attack, and if he is, he's only running a few investment, because I lived that no matter what, if he's not even running any, because I was in range of like, no, I was not in range of like a Thunderbolt if he was not special attack investment, pretty much. As you can see, I went for a Flamethrower. I had to go for a Flamethrower because Heavy Sand I'm burned already, so I went for a Flamethrower to do a little bit of damage. And I get a burn. I get the 10% chance burn. I think it's a 10% burn. And I burn it. So now, honestly, I wore out the Reflect, so he has no more Reflect. I did my job, and I go for Protect, and Celesteela claims another kill with Flamethrower with the burn. And due to the fact that this is my first turn Protect, no matter what, with Leech Seed and burn, it dies. I think the Leech Seed kills it, but I'm not sure if the burn kills it. It could be the burn that kills it as well. I think the Leech Seed kills it. Yeah, the Leech Seed does kill it. My bad, it's the Leech Seed. And now right here, it's a 4v1. It's a Mega Steelix, and he doesn't have the Reflect anymore. So he goes on to his Gold Rusher, his Mega Steelix. He takes a bit of rock damage. Like I say, I think it was like 6%. He only loses, and so right now he's down at 12 as against 4. So I go for Flamethrower, and it does over 40. It does like about, I say 39 or 40%. And he goes for another Gyro Ball, and I live. I didn't suspect that. I could have actually won. I could have won this 4-0, but the thing is that I didn't realize that I was in range. That I didn't think he. I thought he had Fire Fang. That's why I went for Flamethrower. I didn't think he didn't have Fire Fang. So I get a burn, and with that burn, I could have actually, with Leashy recovery as well, with Protect as well, I could have actually won this 4-0. But then I was like, okay, no matter what, I still win. 3-0 is a 3-0. I'll take the 3-0. 4-0 would be better, but yeah. Right here, I was deciding who should take the kill. So I decided to go into Mimikyu because I wanted to reveal my Z move. Because I obviously brought my Z move. And I go for the Mimikyu MZ because I wanted to reveal it that I brought it. So I go for Let's Snuggle forever. And pretty much, this mon just devours Mega Steelix. And yeah, your LA Infernapes come out with a dub with a 3-0 against the RichMond Hitmonlees, which overall great matchup. I suspected the Latias to come, also the Scolopes and Shitar, because they actually had decent matchup against my team. But as you guys can see, this animation is so good. I don't even know how the hell Mega Steelix flicks in there. But yeah, Mega Mimikyu gets the final kill. Mimikyu goes 2-0, and I think everybody got 2 kills except obviously the Passimian, the Gligar, and the Weavile. But Celestina got 2 kills. My what the hell else? My Mimikyu got 2 kills, and my Seismitoad got 2 kills. So everyone did their job. I wanted to reveal the Weavile that was banded, but good thing I didn't like bring it in, because the only time I would be able to bring it in was against really against no one, against the Clado or the Meganium, because I couldn't bring it in against the Greninja due to the fact of Water Trick. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys go check out week 2, because week 2 will be going up on Saturday. Week 2 team builder will be going up on Saturday, and the battle will be going up on Sunday. If we don't battle like on Saturday or Sunday, because then I gotta obviously my friend Drake also has to like record this for me. I also want to make a big shout out to Drake for recording me this battle. Also helping me out, helping me with the video, because I really do appreciate it. His link or his channel will be down below. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you guys subscribe.